Hi all, welcome back to New Post today, and let's continue with our TSPSC current affairs for the mains examination, upcoming Group 1 mains examination 2023. So until my last post, that was part 3, and today let's do part 4 and 5. So let me just give you a review of what I'm going to speak about. So the first one is Telangana gets an award from the Center for its Smart Nutrient Management of Soil project, and apart from that, let's see some achievements that the Telangana state has achieved because of the program for sheep distribution. Let's look at the palm oil status in the Telangana state and some achievements and some projects that are upcoming as well. The state of Telangana now is taking up crop diversification. One of the method is to increase the palm oil production in the state, and after that let's look at the status of infrastructure and institutions with regard to health, some achievements regarding the Basti Dawakhanas, and also regarding the poach gate issue of Telangana, poaching of MLAs between the political parties. Let's look at that in brief. So let's begin first with the award that Telangana state now has received from the center for the smart nutrient management of soil. So the state government, in association with the Krishi Tantra and in a startup, developed a completely automated portable soil testing solution named as Krishi Rasta. So the acronym for Rasta is Rapid Automated Soil Testing Agronomy Advisory. Now this Krishi Rasta provides soil reports to the farmers in just 30 minutes, and it issues advisories to the farmers on the use of fertilizers and micronutrients, and these reports and advisories are available in 3 languages, so at the comfort of the farmers in the state of Telangana. That's English, Hindi and Telugu as well. The project is executed by Krishi Tantra under the guidance and mentorship of ICAR, and the soil advisory analysis done under the project facilitates very efficient use of farming inputs, especially fertilizers, to increase the production and also income while lowering the soil degradation. It helps the farmers to reduce the input use with the help of the right quantity of nutrients that it provides, and this ultimately decreases the water consumption, unnecessary fertilizer use, soil degradation, and also soil water contamination. Now, appreciating the project, for the central government presented the Gold Icon Award in the Digital India Awards 2022 in digital initiatives in collaboration with the startups category. Now India, let me tell you, has very few soil testing labs, and one of the program that the central government is also implementing is the soil testing, and Telangana government now has taken the initiative to tackle these challenges and help the farmers with robust soil testing reports and advisories. So this is going to help the farmers in Telangana because the population of Telangana is mostly agriculturists. So let's look at the second issue, and that is about the TS sheep distribution scheme. Now this has brought in a lot of changes in Telangana state and also helped the communities that it is intended to benefit for, that is the sheep rearers, the Golla and the Kuruma people, the community people, and apart from that also it has led to certain developments. Let's examine the achievements of the TS sheep distribution scheme. So the Telangana state's government flagship TS distribution scheme has scripted scores of success stories and enabled many from the Golla and the Kuruma communities to stand on their own feet, providing them self-employment and also alternative activities as well. The scheme has started to strengthen the rural economy through empowerment of the Golla and the Kuruma communities in their traditional occupation, and it is implemented by the Telangana State Sheep and Goat Development Cooperative Federation. The sheep is purchased from other states in order to avoid recycling and increase the net population in the state. The sheep breeds that are chosen are Nellore Brown Dora, Nellore Jodipi White with black spots on the face, Deccani and the Madras Red. It is launched to support the traditional shepherd community in the state, that is the Kurumas, Yadavas in Telangana. Every person aged 18 above from the shepherd community is eligible for the scheme, and they are given a unit of sheep, which is about 20 sheep and a ram. Now, there have been certain stories of empowerment. Apart from that, certain achievements as well. The Telangana government launched the sheep distribution scheme with the aim to mainly strengthen the rural economy and ensure sustainable livelihood for this particular community of shepherds. Now, under the first phase, the family was given 20 sheep with a unit cost of 1.2 lakh on a 75% subsidy. A total expenditure of 4,900 crore was incurred for the implementation of the scheme. About 82 lakh sheep were procured from other states and distributed among 3.92 lakh members of the primary sheep breeders cooperative societies. Now, due to the efforts of the state government, the number of the cooperative societies, that is the primary sheep breeder societies, has increased to 8,109 with around 7.61 lakh members from just 3.92. So we can see the numbers have doubled. The sheep population too has increased significantly from 1.28 crore to 1.91 crore in the state, according to the recent 20th livestock census, which was conducted by the central government. And to date 1.30 crore lambs were born, and rupees 6,500 crore worth has been accrued out of these lambs. Further, the state's flagship initiative has led to massive increase of meat production in the state from 5.5 lakh tons in 2014 and 15 to a double amount of 9.7, almost double amount of 9.7 lakh tons in 2021-22, making Telangana state the 5th largest meat producer in the country. The state is also the 3rd largest producer of wool, now after Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. In 2019 and 20, 3.96 lakh kg of wool was produced by Telangana. The scheme, let me tell you, is a brainchild of our Chief Minister KCR, and it has become a tool for the socio-economic empowerment of the Yadava community. With the success of the first phase of the scheme, the state has now launched the second phase of the distribution of benefit to around 3.5 lakh eligible applicants. The sheep unit cost has also been increased from 1.25 lakh in the first phase to 1.75 lakh in the second phase, considering the rise of prices. The total financial outlay for the second phase is about 6,125 crore, and the government has also launched the pilot project aimed at transferring 75% subsidy amount directly into the bank accounts of the beneficiaries, that is the shepherds from the Kuruma and the Yadava, enabling them to purchase the sheep themselves. Now, accordingly, 1.58 lakh each will be deposited into the bank accounts of 4,699 beneficiaries under the scheme in Nalagonda and Yadadri-Bongir districts. And if successfully implemented, the state will even extend it to other parts of the state as well. So this is some of the achievements of the TS sheep distribution scheme. So once again, revisiting number of increase in the primary cooperative societies, that is from to 8,109 members have increased to 7.61 lakh. Sheep population has increased to 1.91 crore. Meat production has increased to 9.7 lakh ton in 21-22. TS now is the 5th largest producer of meat. It is the 3rd largest producer of wool, and in 2019-20, 3.9 lakh kg of wool produced in the state. Phase 2 will benefit 3.5 lakh applicants, and the sheep unit cost is also increased to 1.75 lakh, and the total financial outlay for the phase 2, that is rupees 6,125 crore. So these are the achievements with the success of the TS sheep distribution scheme for the empowerment of the rural community, that is the shepherds. And let's look at the other most important issue, and that's about the state of palm oil production and certain developments in this regard. Telangana now has set up an ambitious goal of expanding palm oil plantation to 20 lakh acre in the state in the long term. Now let me tell you, India has a lot of demand for the palm oil, the edible oil, but it falls short of production. Almost 85% plus is imported from outside, and Telangana state has taken the opportunity to increase the area under the palm oil and also reduce the imports as well, and also to cater to the demand of the countrywide need of palm oil. So the state government is now promoting palm oil plantations to reduce the dependence on imported oil, and this aggressive move is resulting in a yellow revolution, that is the oil seeds production in the state of Telangana. Now there is a company called as Godrej Agrovet, which is the largest oil palm plantation company in India. This this company will invest rupees 2,250 crore in Telangana to set up an edible oil processing plant in Khambam district. Now, the proposed 30 ton per hour plant is expandable to 60 ton per hour. This would be a single largest private investment in Khambam district, and it will process palm oil, catering to the state and also to the country. Earlier, the Hyderabad-based Gemini Edibles and Fats India had announced to set up a oil refinery in Telangana with an investment of 400 crore rupees. Now, Telangana government is increasing the palm oil cultivation, and this is one of the initiatives also for crop diversification. Telangana Agriculture Department is set to increase the area under palm cultivation to 10 lakh acres in the next 4 years and plans to cultivate palm oil to 2 lakh acres in 2023-24 itself. In the wake of its vast applications and commercial value, Telangana government has now set up a target to bring 20 lakh hectares of oil palm cultivation in the state in the next 3 years. According to the Horticulture Department, the government has plans to bring 3 lakh acres under the oil palm cultivation during 22-23, 7 lakh acres in 23-24 and 10 lakh acres in 24-25. As of now, about 61,000 acres are under the oil palm cultivation in Telangana, spread across Khambam, Bhadradri, Kottagudem, Nalagonda, Suryapet districts. The government plans to take up the oil palm plantations in Nirmal in 32,000 hectares, Mehboobabaad in 28,000 hectares, Kamareddy in 26,000 hectares, Warangal rural in 23,000 hectares, Nizamabad in 22,000 hectares. The state government has notified 22 districts for the oil palm cultivation and has directed district collectors to encourage the farmers to switch to oil palm cultivation on a large scale. Now, the survey by the National Mission of Oil Seeds and Oil Palm, which is a union government program, has also identified the soil and weather conditions were suitable for the plantation of the crop in 246 out of the 563 rural mandals in the state. Centre has notified an additional potential area in Telangana in 2020 for area expansion of the oil palm. Following this, the state government prepared a plan to bring the identified areas under the oil palm production and has therefore identified these areas. The government has now allocated factory zones to the companies to set up oil palm area expansion in the newly identified potential areas. Currently, 14 companies are involved in the oil palm production in the state. The government, let me tell you, is taking a slew of measures to help these farmers, to encourage them to take up oil palm production, and let's see some of them. So, number one, it is providing assistance to take up oil palm cultivation with 50% on the mechanization and plans to take up oil palm cultivation on a mission mode as part of the crop diversification. Number two, Telangana already ranks first in the oil production percentage with 19.32% in 21-22. Number three, among the oil seed crops, palm oil is the highest yield with 10 to 12 tons per acre for the period of 25 to 30 years. And number four, the government is paying subsidy up to 50,918 per acre per oil palm plantation, ownership, intercropping and micro irrigation for the first 4 years. And number five, the state government has been encouraging the progressive farmers to take up oil palm plantations as they could become role models for other farmers and also other states in the country. And number six is, as a part of the government incentives, the authorities are providing oil palm plants worth rupees 2,000 at rupees 25 per plant. The government offers 36,000 including 24,000 subsidy for the first year and 5,000 in the second and the third years for cultivation. Going forward, however, there is a gap between the demand and supply, and this initiative will definitely help India to reduce at least a part of its imports. According to a release by the government, the area under oil palm cultivation in India is about 9.25 lakh acres. The government, the country's annual production of crude oil palm is 2.90 lakh metric tons, whereas the demand is estimated at more than 100 lakh metric tons. So we just produce only 2% of the need. This deficit now is met through imports. Telangana requires about 3.66 lakh tons of palm oil, and the current production is just only 52,600 tons. Two processing units are functioning in the state, one at Aswaraupeta and the other one at Apparaupeta village in the Bhadradri Kottagudem district, Dammapeta Mandal. So these are the important points about the palm oil production, how the state government is taking a proactive and a slew of measures to encourage the farmers to produce palm oil, not only to reduce the imports but also as a measure for crop diversification. And let's go on to the next. But before going to the next, I'll end this part here, and I shall see you with the further current affairs in part 5.